So today I decided to use CNN because I thought their wording for this article is humorous. They also like to omit some information. So I wanted to use CNN today, and then I have another article to follow that up. So if you aren't already aware, Elon Musk and his Doge agency has been going through financial records of multiple agencies. Most recently, they have gone through some of the records of FEMA, and they have found payments going towards luxury hotels in New York City. So this article from CNN talks a bit about that, but I like their wording here. So DHS fires 4 FEMA officials over payments to New York City to house migrants. So what does that mean? What does it mean to house migrants? What kind of migrants are they housing? Are they housing legal migrants? Are they housing illegal migrants? Are they housing people that are supposed to be here? Or are they housing people that are here illegally? Well, if you read the CNN article, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know if they're legal or illegal. But let me clarify. They are illegal. They're illegal migrants. They're illegal aliens. They're illegal, however you want to put it. But they are not migrants. They are illegals. They are not supposed to be here. And by giving money to them to aid in their staying here or helping them to avoid capture, you are aiding in a federal crime. I talked about this in my last video where I outlined the federal law. There's multiple statutes in there that talk about what you cannot do to aid illegals. And one of them is giving them money. You're not supposed to be giving them money. And apparently FEMA has had this program for a little while now because of the Biden administration. And they're outright giving your tax dollars, mine and your tax dollars, to illegal migrants to help them stay here and give them 5-star hotels. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never even been in a 5-star hotel. But our tax dollars are going to them. Why? I would love to know. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments. Do you think we should be giving them our money to stay here? But the department, CNN goes on to say the Department of Homeland Security announced Tuesday that it fired 4 federal emergency management agency officials over payment provided to New York City to house migrants, arguing without evidence that the officials circumvented leadership. So it says arguing without evidence that officials circumvented leadership. I don't know what CNN means there. They're just being disingenuous, which CNN is known for. Donald Trump has outright said to stop funding all of these programs. So you're going against the wishes of Donald Trump, and I believe he signed an executive order as well outlining you're not allowed to do that anymore. And even besides that, FEMA is the Federal Emergency Management Organization or agency, whatever the acronym is. It's for major disasters that affect American citizens. Why are we giving money to help house illegal immigrants? That is not what FEMA is meant for. That should have nothing to do with FEMA. They should not have any money allocated towards that. We have all these recent disasters that should be getting this money instead, which, don't get me wrong, FEMA has been funding stuff like the hurricanes in North Carolina, the fires in California, the Maui fire in Hawaii. Excuse me. But the point being is we shouldn't be giving any money. There should be the budget for illegal migrants being housed should be zero. I don't want to see $1 going to that. The only money that these illegal immigrants should be getting is the price of a plane ticket. And it's funny, and something I want to highlight, because apparently people are confused about this because no one likes to read and they just like to have surface level information. Birthright citizenship. For some reason, people are saying that if you were not a I don't even know what they're trying to get at. Basically, they're saying that with Donald Trump getting rid of birthright citizenship, he's going to revoke the citizenship of all these people. And someone even called me, what was it? So my last name is Rittenauer. They said that I'm not supposed to be here and that I should go back to Germany. And then they went on to call me a Nazi, which my family wasn't even in Germany during World War II, so I thought that was extra funny. But these people are just so ill-informed. That's why you see all these protesting the deportations, because they genuinely think their citizenship is going to be revoked. And it's because of places like CNN and other news outlets that are spreading this misinformation instead of clarifying it. The only people that have to worry are illegal immigrants and criminals. And Trump has even given people an extended period of time to have their children and give them citizenship. He's just trying to stop future birthright citizenship because we're the only country on the planet that has it. We're the only major country on the planet that has that. But anyway, before I go off on a tangent further, the firings come after Elon Musk, who's running President Donald Trump's Department of Government Efficiency and its efforts to dismantle some federal agencies, accused FEMA on X earlier Monday of violating the law by sending $59 million to New York last week and said his Doge team will demand the money back. The tech billionaire suggested earlier this week that the agency may be one of his next targets, writing on X, FEMA is broken. So, yeah, no. Why is FEMA giving any money to illegal migrants to help them with housing or anything like that? It'd be one thing if we had like some major disaster that only affected illegal migrants, but why are we giving money to them? Like I said earlier, the only money they should be getting is the price of a plane ticket, and we shouldn't be giving them the money directly. We shouldn't be giving them housing or anything. We should just give them the plane ticket and force them on the plane because they need to go back home. They don't need to be here. We have enough problems here. This money, this $59 million, could be going towards homelessness. It could be going towards all kinds of things. But no, we're giving it to migrants, illegal migrants. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. So looks like Elon Musk is setting his sights on FEMA next, which good. And it's really funny that we have all these news outlets and politicians that are angry at Doge, and we have these judges trying to block him from accessing financial records. Is it at all suspicious when the people that take our money from us, they steal it from you so they can reallocate it to other programs and other things? Isn't it kind of suspicious when they're like, no, you don't get to know where that money went? No, that money that we take from you in taxes, like on everything you do or buy or just anything, all those taxes, yeah, you don't get to know where it went. Nope. We're just going to use it how we see fit. And when you try to get the financial records on that, we're going to tell you no. To me, it's a little fishy. I would like to know where our money's going, unless it's like classified information. Of course, I don't want China being aware of like what government programs that we're funding for military weapons and stuff like that, and military operations. But this is not a military operation. This is supposed to be emergency disaster funding. So it's just ridiculous. But the fact that people are even upset about this, like the USAID funding, they were really upset that Elon Musk uncovered that, but they were funding actual like government, not government. Sorry, I'm in a lot of pain today. They were funding news organizations and stuff like that with the money that they were getting from USAID. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But you know, I think Doge should just ignore the courts at this point because we need to know where this money went. We need to know where they're spending their money, and the judges shouldn't be allowed to stop that. So hopefully it goes to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court, just fires these judges or whatever they got to do. Judges don't really get fired, and I think judges need to start seeing repercussions for bad rulings because this just cannot stand. We're looking at Doge here, and they're trying to figure out where our money is going, and they're trying to stop them. That just seems ridiculous. So who would have thought that the Democrats, tell a Democrat 10, 15 years ago that we made a government efficiency agency that's going to go through and audit the entire government, agency by agency, and I'm sure they'd be all for it. But now you look at X and stuff like that, and they're complaining about it, and it's like, you don't want to know where your money's going? You don't want to know what the government is spending your money on? And even then, like, Trump's in office too. Trump is now, the head of these organizations technically as the executive branch. Don't you want to know where the money is going in these branches that he now controls? Or no, of course you don't, because you're getting, kickbacks. That's basically what it is. A lot of these companies are, and that's not even mentioning the funding of immigrants coming into the country and all kinds of stuff going on with the USAID. I haven't really got into that much because I've been, dealing with a bunch of stuff in my personal life. But the firings come after Elon Musk, I already read that. The payments appear to stem from an existing program that was the target of Republican attacks during the 2024 presidential campaign. The Shelter and Services Program is administered by FEMA in partnership with U.S. Customs and Border Protection to aid cities sheltering migrants. It is a separate pot of money unrelated to disaster relief in the fiscal year of 2024. Congress appropriated $650 million for the program, according to the agency. That's utterly ridiculous. So Congress actually appropriated money for this program. Why does FEMA even have this program? And I think the reasoning behind it is because the Biden administration wasn't letting these people deport. They weren't deporting in the numbers that we're seeing now under Trump. There were a lot of deportations under the Biden administration, but nowhere near the levels that it should have been. They were going with the catch and release program. I mean, if you're a criminal and you break into a country, they capture you and they're like, okay, here's a court date, come back on this day, and it's 3 months down the line. What happens when they lose documentation of the court date? What happens when they just decide not to show up? There's all kinds of problems with that. You capture an illegal. He's there. He's in the country illegally. You put him in a detainment center, whatever you got to do, or you deport him immediately. Well, why even have a trial? Like, they're not American citizens. If it's obvious that they're not citizens, why even have a trial? Just send them back. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. And let's see. New York City is among the recipients after grappling with a surge of migrants in recent years. The city received $119 million in federal funds, including $81 million last week. According to a City Hall spokesperson, some of that went to direct hotel costs. The city has $37 million left to claim, the spokesperson said. The Adams administration has not received any information or request asking for any money back or about any clawback process. The administration is in direct contact with the White House about the funding and seeking more information. So, former Homeland Security officials told CNN that generally cities identify the lodging and later submit the reimbursement. There's a whole set of guardrails around it to make sure it's administered according to law. Okay, but the law outright says you're not supposed to aid or abet illegal migrants. So you're in violation of federal law. I don't care about your state law or anything like that. You're in violation of federal law. You can claim it's lawful all you want, but let's talk about morality. Laws are not moral. A law that is made is not based on morale. If I made a law that allowed me to go and kill babies, that doesn't mean killing babies is okay. Talking about abortion, of course. So just because it's lawful doesn't mean it's right. But even then, it's against federal law, so it's not even lawful. FEMA's chief financial officer, 2 program analysts, and a grant specialist were among those who were fired. CNN reached out to DHS for additional information on what the employees did that amounted to circumventing leadership, and if the payments fell under the existing shelter and services program. The Homeland Security spokesperson said more information will be provided when available. Trump's team has suggested doing away with FEMA. When touring North Carolina, flood damage last month, Trump floated eliminating FEMA, which he's criticized as a bureaucratic and slow in its rescue responses. He suggested he may soon abolish the agency and instead send money directly to states to manage their own disaster relief efforts. I think that's a great idea. And DHS Secretary Kristen Noem, who has oversight over FEMA, told CNN on Sunday that she would support ending FEMA the way it exists today. Should the president ask her. So yeah, no, I agree. Why are we giving funding to this massive government organization? Why do we even have this government organization when Trump's right? We could just give the money that we give FEMA, we could just give that directly to the state, and then they can allocate it as they see fit. Who knows better how to fix what's going on in a disaster than the actual people that are living in the state, instead of some weird bureaucratic government organization that wants to fund illegal migrants in New York City? And I'm sure that's just one. I'm sure once Elon Musk gets a hold of it with his Doge agency, it will, a lot more stuff will come out about FEMA. But this article talks about who the people that were fired are. We only know the names of one of them, which was the chief financial officer, Mary Comins. Mary Comins, the chief financial officer of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. So I was right about the name. Was among the 4 officials fired for allegedly paying New York City luxury hotels to house illegal migrants. This comes after Elon Musk-led Department of Government Efficiency revealed the alleged misallocation of $59 million in taxpayer funds. Mary Comins, the chief financial officer of the Federal Emergency Agency, was among the 4 officials that were allegedly paying New York luxury hotels to house illegal migrants. This is not alleged. This is just a fact. And the $59 million that everyone's upset about, this was last week. So this is during Trump's presidency. That is the beginning of February. So we're now into the 2nd month of the year, and they're still giving funding to illegal migrants in the midst of us trying to deport them. So it's stupid. It's utterly stupid. Effective immediately, FEMA is terminating the employment of 4 individuals for circumventing leadership to unilaterally make egregious payments for luxury New York City hotels for migrants. Secretary Tricia McLaughlin said in a statement, firings include FEMA's chief financial officer, 2 program analysts, and a grant specialist. The identities of the analyst and the grant specialist was not revealed. Over the weekend, Musk posted about a federal agency his Doge could shut down next after it investigated the USAID for alleged fund mismanagement. He revealed on X that his team found that FEMA sent $59 million to hotels to house illegal migrants. Sending this money violated the law and is in gross insubordination to the president's executive order. That money is meant for American disaster relief and instead is being spent on high-end hotels for illegals. That is what Musk wrote on X, and then it just says who is Mary Comins, but none of us care. I'm sure you don't care who this woman is. All you need to know is she was trying to fund housing for migrants in New York City. That's all you need to know. But if you want to look up who she is, be my guest. Her name's right there, Mary Comins. But that's all we have for today. I'll be posting another video just giving an update about myself. It won't really be about the news, so stay tuned for that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Let me know what you think about this story down in the comments below. And thank you for tuning in today. Subscribe, like, and share. Peace out.